Hey there! If you want to learn the difference between how long and how long does it take, this is the video for you. So stay tuned because I'm going to be teaching you a very nice lesson today. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. This is a live video. Awesome! I've been making some changes, and as I told you yesterday, I'll be making live videos pretty much every week now. I finally got things to work out. So I am very excited. So if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe and participate. Every week I post new videos to help you become a better English speaker. Yeah. So today, as I said, we are going to be talking about how long and how long does it take. It's a little bit of grammar. Many students have problems with how long does it take? And because there is a lot of information about these two guys, I'll be talking a little bit about them today. And if you're interested, let me know and I can make a part 2. So if possible, try to share this video with your friends so that you can invite more people to come and participate. Unfortunately, YouTube is not telling people that I'm going live. I don't know why. So if possible, share this video with your friends because that way we can invite more people in, okay? Anyways, guys, how long does it take are words that you're gonna use in questions, okay? And there's a little bit of confusion between these guys. They are actually a little bit different. So today, I'm going to be showing you how long and then how long does it take. I'm gonna be showing you the most important situations, but there are more. All right? So after you watch this video, if you are interested in part 2, post in the comments, yes, I want part 2. And then next week, I will probably make a part 2 and talk about a little bit more about other things that you can do with how long and how long does it take. Okay? Awesome. So let's start with how long. And if you are watching live, you can participate in the chat. You can leave some messages. You can leave some questions. And it's very nice to interact. But here we go. When do I use how long? Oops, sorry. When do I use how long? You are going to use how long in a question when you want to know a period of time, an amount of time, okay? So here I have some examples to show you. I want to know about you. How long have you been studying English? Now, remember the time you started. Until today, how long, how much time have you been studying English? If you don't know, this question here is using present perfect continuous. I will be making a video about present perfect and present perfect continuous, so stay tuned. It's not the focus of this video, but I am preparing a lesson just about these two guys to share with you, okay? But going back to the question, when I use how long in this question, I want to know the amount of time. Basically, what I want you to tell me is the period since you started until today, considering all the years since you started. So here I have two answers. The first one for 10 years, okay? So here I am giving you the total period of time since the day I started. So for me, it's not 10 years. For me, it would be about, oh my God. Okay, now you will know my age. Well, about 15 years, more or less, a little more, maybe 17 years. So for 15 years. But if I want, I can say the year I started. And then I use a different thing. I cannot say for, I will have to say since. These answers are short answers. So I can go straight to the point, straight to the answer and say for 15 years or since 2004, since 2001, since 2010, Teacher, since January, I just started. Or for 2 months, teacher, I have been studying English for 2 months. Teacher, if I want to give a long answer, can I give a long answer? Yes, it's possible. You just have to repeat part of the question. You don't repeat how long, you just repeat some part, a small part of the question. So, I have been studying English for 15 years. Or, I have been studying English since 2010, since January. It is no problems, okay? Awesome. Now I have another example. I don't know if you're married. Let me know if you're married. How long have you been married? Okay. Teacher, for a long time. Here you can give me the same kind of answer. You can give me the total period of time, the total amount of time, or you can tell me the beginning date. Okay, since 2001. I have been married since January. Okay, I have 2 friends that have been married for a month. 1 month only. So they have been married for a month. Okay, how long have you been married? If you are married, let me know in the chat. Participate now. If you are not married, tell me about your family, your parents. How long have they been married? Okay, so my parents, I'm gonna put here in the chat, they've been married, I think, for 30 years. I am not sure though, okay? Tesva, it can be your parents, okay? It can be a friend. Just use an example. Some people you know you like, could be your family, could be your parents or your grandparents. Just focus on participating here in the chat and posting an example. Okay, so as I told you, I can use in the future too. Okay, here I'm giving you some examples with present perfect, but I can also use in the future. Tell me, you're traveling on vacation. That's nice. How long are you going to stay there? You know, how long are you going to stay in California? Teacher, for 3 weeks. Just, that's it. In this case, since would not be a good idea. You can use for. It's much better in this case. You're not going to be able to use since. Okay? Very well. Moving on. Let's take a look at more things about how long. As I showed you in the previous slide, you can use how long with present perfect. But you can also use how long with simple past. But there will be a difference between the 2 phrases, the 2 questions that you ask. If you use simple past in your question with how long, you are trying to say that the action is finished. It existed, this action happened for some time, but only in the past. It's not happening now. There's nothing going on now. So if you use how long with simple past, then the action is finished. It existed only in the past. On the other hand, if you use present perfect, then it's an ongoing activity. It's ongoing at the present, all right? That's why I said that my parents, and this is a real example, they have been married for 30 years. They are still married, yay! So at the present, at current time, they are still married. So if I use present perfect, there's a good chance that the situation is ongoing at the present time. If you use simple past only, the action is finished, okay? Awesome. So here I have a question about me. Teacher, how long did you stay in New York? Oh, I stayed in New York for 10 days. Well, actually 8 days, but that was amazing. Now, an ongoing situation. Teacher Briggs, how long have you been a teacher? Oh, I have been a teacher for more than 14 years. Woohoo! Now, I want to know, how long have you been my subscriber? Let me type here, subscriber. And how long have you been a subscriber? Okay, so I posted here in the chat. I want to see your answer. How long have you been my subscriber here on YouTube? Okay, and if you are watching the replay, hey, post that in the comments. How long have you been my subscriber? For a year, for 2 years, for 3, for 10 months, for a day? I would love to know. Okay. Awesome. And if you are enjoying this video, hit the like button. Help me with this channel. Every time you hit the like button or you share, you are helping this community grow. Awesome. So now, okay, next slide. Here we go. Now let's focus on how long does it take. As I told you, these videos are going to be short. I'm not going to be spending a long time here. So if you want part 2 of this lesson, if you want more information about how long and how long does it take, let me know in the comments and I will make sure to come up with a second video to give you more details, especially about how long, okay? Now, when you use how long does it take, because that's all of it, okay? As you see, it's in the present, does. It's very common in the present. It's a question that you usually ask in the present. You can ask in the past, but it is more common in the present. When I ask this question to someone in a conversation, or when you hear this question, you want to know the total amount of time that is necessary to do or to complete an activity. Okay, so it's not that you're doing it now or that you started doing in the past. No, I just want to know how much time you usually need or is usually necessary to complete a task, to complete an activity. Take a look at my example. Tell me, how long does it take you to make your breakfast? Well, I don't know. Well, it takes me, because I asked you, so now you answer me. Teacher, it takes me 10 minutes to make my breakfast. Or if I want to make a short answer, teacher, about 10 minutes. That's it. I can make my breakfast really quickly. Okay, so here it's a long question and I want to know how much time it's necessary for you in this case to make your breakfast. All right, another example. How long does, imagine you have kids. Okay, I don't have kids, but if you have kids or if you know someone who has kids, awesome. How long does it take your kids to get ready for school in the morning? Getting up, getting dressed, taking a shower, having breakfast, taking the bus and going to school. So all this process, how long does it take your kids to get ready for school in the morning? I can give a short answer, an hour. 30 minutes or about, more or less, about an hour, about 30 minutes. Or I can give a complete answer. It takes them, the kids, it takes them, my kids, an hour. And then I repeat the rest to get ready for school in the morning, okay? So that's how you usually do it. That's how you usually answer. If you want to give a short answer, you just go straight to the time. 30 minutes, teacher, more or less. About 30 minutes or so. So it's possible for you to make a short answer or to give a long answer. Oh, teacher, depends. It takes about 30 minutes for them to get ready. It really depends, okay? One thing that is very common in this kind of question is to answer it. The structure is a little bit confusing. Let me show you a little bit more about the structure of how long does it take. Okay, so you can see some colors here. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have questions, post them in the comments and I'll make sure to get back to you. Okay, so here I start with how long does it take. You always start this way, okay? But teacher, what if I want to use the question in the past or in the future? Then it'll change, okay? Does is only in the present. If you want to ask a question in the past, for example, you can. But then you have to change does, you have to change to did. How long did it take you to finish the homework this morning? Well, teacher, it took me 20 minutes to finish the homework, okay? So let's focus on the present because it's more common in the present. So how long does it take something or someone to, and then you need the verb and you need to finish. So how long does it take someone or something to do, you need a verb, blah, blah, something. So here I have an example. How long does it take Peter, someone, to, then you have the verb and the complement to finish the phrase, get to work. Oh, it takes him, by bus. It takes Peter, it takes him 40 minutes to get to work by bus. So you see, as a lot of the phrase you repeat it at the when you're giving the answer, a lot of the things you had in the question you will repeat in the answer. Here, how long does it take to learn a new language? So here, if you pay attention, I don't have a person. I can go straight to an action. Learn a new language. Learning a new language is an action. It's something that you need to dedicate a lot of time doing. So that is possible too. How long does it take to be fluent in English? I have a video about that actually here on my channel. Check it out. So how long does it take to be fluent in English? Well, it takes 2 years, maybe 1, maybe 6 months. Then I don't say me because I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about people in general, what I believe usually takes people to learn. Okay, so this is a very specific situation. Now, study this slide, okay? If you are studying this lesson, pause or take some notes, and because this is a very important question. As I said, this is in the present, but you can use it in the past, you can use it in the future. You just need a context to ask these questions, okay? That's important. Now, I have homework for you. I want you to leave in the comments 2 questions, okay? One question with how long, okay? How long, you can use present perfect, you can use simple past, just remember the difference. And one question with how long does it take in the present, how long does it take? Okay, I want to check your examples because that way you are putting this lesson into action, into practice. Very well, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow I'll be here again making another live video for you. And if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to share it with your friends. Share the love, okay? Other than that, thank you so much and I'll see you next time.